we received the questions from you. Thank you for that. We translate, Jan. It's not a problem that it was sent in Dutch. It's, nowadays, Uncle Google can help you a lot. And let's say the most of the things what we saw in this question is about that how to deal with no. With the rejection. With if somebody reject you, or if say no, sometimes very delicate, sometimes very hard.
Yeah.
About that, it depends about on which level we are saying, because you can because that was not specified in the questions, because you can hear no in the moment that you try to call someone and ask him to come or meet and talk. Or it's a no after you explain the business, or it's a no after the person will register himself, herself, and start using the product. That what I want to, let's say, specify. But today we do it, we discussed with Pavel, and today will be more general when you hear no, and what you should do to hear the less and the less such answers.
Okay.
Yes, Pavel?
Ja, maybe I will tell it a little Dutch. Ik hoop dat iedereen dat dit heeft verstaan wat Bartek nu heeft uitgelegd. Hè? Dat wij gaan kijken van de vragen, die komen een beetje overeen. Van dat het soms moeilijk is als je een afwijzing krijgt. Of dat het soms moeilijk is van hoe bouw je nou dat netwerk. Dat veelal de vragen ook zijn van hoe gaan we daarmee om? Daarnaast ook nog eventjes van hoe pak je het op als je meer productgericht bent of je laat producten zien, wat ga ik dan een vervolg, hoe pak ik dat verder door, wat zeg ik wel, wat zeg ik niet en hoe ga ik met mijn mensen dan vervolgens om. Maar het ligt er ook aan in wat voor stadium je start, zei Bartek net, hè? Als je wat langer erin zit op dat je net begint. Nou, Pavel zal daar verder iets over gaan uitleggen. Thank you very much. I translated your words a little from yes, so I hope everybody could understand it, and I sometimes I try to translate it with my best English and
yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay. Thank you, Bartek. Thank you, and Pavel, I give you the word, please.
For me, the word no, the rejection, is one of the most important parts of our business. And maybe I will start to tell you what is my approach to rejection, to no, to talking with people and getting the word I'm not interested. Yes? Okay, what is my approach in this specific topic? And then we will talk about how to deal with it. First of all, for me, this is very important part. And you cannot achieve success without no and without rejection. This is not possible. And every single top leader in this company and in network marketing in general has rejections and has no in their meetings and with talking with people. And for me, this is normal, because if I want to achieve success, I must get as much no as it possible. On the beginning of my career, I read a wonderful book, and this book stays with me till today. Very old book, but if you can, I wish you also could read this book. And the title is very simple: Go for No. Go for No. This is the title of the book.
Okay, Pavel, I translate a little. Yes, is this okay? Even voor iedereen even heel kort samengevat. Pavel zegt, het is voor mij heel belangrijk geweest dat toen ik startte, dat ik eigenlijk heel veel ook nee heb gekregen. En ook de reactie was dan een nee. Maar iedereen die in deze business zit, zal een nee krijgen. En dat weet je gewoon. Dat is in het dagelijks leven ook zo. Hè? En dat heeft mij gesterkt. Ik heb daar een heel goed boek, heb ik daar ooit voor gelezen. En dat boek heet heet go for no. Ga voor nee. Nou, als je veel nee hebt, dan leer je daarmee omgaan. Dus dit is even kort samengevat, maar ik denk dat iedereen daarmee te maken heeft en dat Pavel met name als international director daar ook wel heel veel mee te maken heeft gehad. Pavel, thank you very much. Go further, please.
Okay. So for me, this whole concept about getting no is all about our emotions. How we deal with our emotions when someone tells you, I'm not interested. And it doesn't matter what kind of reason you get this no. You will always get no from people you talk with about this opportunity. The problem would come if you wouldn't have any rejection and everybody would say yes. If everybody say yes, look, in this business wouldn't be any financial possibility. Because if everybody would say yes, then Duolife will make only website and put some ads into Facebook and register people, and everybody will be registered by themselves. And we will be unnecessary. You understand? That's why the no is the most important part of our work.
Yeah, very good. I translate a little bit. I think everybody can understand. Zijn er mensen die niet verstaan hebben wat Pavel heeft gezegd? Dan mag je de microfoon even open. Want dat laat ik Pavel gewoon verder vertellen. Want ik vind dat hij het heel helder en heel duidelijk en in rustig Engels toch goed uitlegt. Dus als mensen zeggen van Jan, ik versta er helemaal niks van, doe de microfoon maar even open. En dan mag je hem ook een berichtje sturen, want dan probeer ik het nog even uitleggen. Wat ik mooi vind, is dat Pavel zegt van we moeten omleren gaan met onze emotie. En als iedereen nu ja zou zeggen, ja, dat was ook niet leuk. Want dan had Duolife alleen maar een site moeten maken. En dan kan iedereen die bestelt er al op. Dus je zult ongetwijfeld ook nee's krijgen. En daar moet je met je emotie mee om kunnen gaan. Dus ik heb van niemand een bericht gekregen. Pavel, I think everybody can understand you very good. So
okay. Yeah. So I can go further without translation.
Dus
yes?
willen jullie de duim even opsteken dat Pavel door mag gaan? Ja, Pavel, even de duim omhoog, dat iedereen yes.
That's great.
Okay.
Mag ik heel even wat vragen?
Ja, Ellen, ja.
Ik kijk ondertussen eventjes bij het boek van Go for No. Er zijn 2 boeken van, ook met netwerk. Kan hij zeggen welk boek hij leest?
Pavel, a question from Alan. What kind of book Go for No you read? There are 2 books on.
Okay, I will show you very fast. Okay.
Yes, okay, you can show it.
Okay, yes. one second.
One second. Ja, Alan, dit gaat erbij hoor. Het wordt gelijk ter plekke. Op het vliegveld in Praag wordt het nog geregeld. Hoor. Het kan allemaal. Pavel, die zoekt eventjes.
Give me a second. I will find this book and I will show you.
It's very good, Pavel.
Because in my opinion, this is the best book for everyone in network marketing, in sales, everywhere where you are dealing with rejection. This is the book.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Go for No destination. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that is.
So when you will read this book, you will transform your whole thinking about getting rejection. This book is changing everything. It's about the story. It's a short story, very short story. You can read this book in, I think, one hour. 1 hour of reading. And after this book, if you read it every day and you put this things about this Go for No concept in your life, then your business can really explode because you will change your thinking, your emotion will change, and you will get you'll get off this emotional connection between the meetings. Yes, because if you are going to the meeting, you are talking with someone, you hope this person will say yes. Yeah. And
very good.
This book will change your thinking. Maybe I will not talk too much, but you can download this book. Even I think maybe even in PDF you can get somewhere this book. I have this book in paper. I read it about 6 times. So this is really, really, really nice.
Okay.
So the most problems about getting no you will have when you are making very little meetings, not a lot meetings. So if you are talking with 1 or 2 or even 3 people in a week about this business, then you are starting to pray that they will say yes. But if you are busy, if you are making, for example, you are talking about 8, 10, 12 people in a week, then you are so busy making these meetings and working with people who said yes that you don't even think about people who say no. This is the most important part. If you have 1 or 2 meetings, you think, what could I say differently? Maybe I made something wrong and they said no. Maybe I could tell something better. But the most important part and the first starting point is how many meetings, how many talks with people you have in a week. If you have, for example, if you are talking with, you are making presentation to 8, 10 people, then I can assure you that at least 2, 3, or maybe 4 people from this people you were talking will join your business, and from these people you will have at least 1 person who wants to build business, and then you are starting making appointments with them. So the best solution to deal with no is about making a certain number of meetings, of talks. This is the most important part. If you are making only 1 or 2 meetings and you try to adjust your presentation or change something in your behavior, this won't make you a big. It didn't give you a big difference. I will give you some example. I have a friend who were always talking with me about how to make better presentation, how to persuade someone to start this business. And then I asked him a question: how many meetings you made last month? He said, a few, but show me how many exactly, with how many people you sit down and talk and make presentation and answering the question. And when we get to the facts, he talked only with 2 people in the whole month. Then I showed him my calendar, where in the last week I had 9 meetings, and 3 people from this 9 joined me. And I tell him that I cannot persuade, I cannot influence everybody, because everyone is different. I can, for example, be good partner for Bartosz, but maybe I will be not as good partner for someone else, because people are not only buying products, company, but the first of all, they are buying you, and you will only your personality will only come through some kind of people, only for some kind of people, not for everyone. And I don't know anyone who can talk and get 100% of yes. Okay, so this is the first concept. When we are talking about rejection, the first question is how many presentations, how many meetings you are making in the week, in the month, and then we can go further. If you are making a lot of meetings, if you are busy, then you can work on improvement of yourself, on improvements. And maybe now let's talk about improvements. But maybe Bartosz, you would like to add something to this part, what I said on the beginning. Microphone.
Micro, but yeah.
Yes. Yes, definitely. What I checked really hard in my life, I agree with Pavel. Many times we try to be ideal, super, fantastic, okay? And in our eyes, we are not too good to go and talk with someone, or we should do this, that before we go, before we do. And the most important rule, I think, in this, in everything what we are doing, it's to do. Start doing. And it's like with the child. If he's taking the bicycle the first time, he will fall down. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's true. And if you will start second time, again fall down. And the problem is that most of the people after second, third time of falling down, quit and saying, no, it's not for me. Why? The same with when the child say after third time, the bicycle is not for me, it means that the child will never learn how to drive a bicycle. And it's exactly the same in the, it's not about network marketing, it's not about talking with people. I think it's about everything, yes? If Jan, for example, you are the fantastic shooter, if you remember, we talk about when you took the first time the gun in your hands, you were not the best shooter, yeah?
No, Bartek, no, there were a lot of mistakes, yes.
Exactly. And very good, Jan, the word of mistakes. Everything what we start doing, we are generating some mistakes, and it's normal. But we want to be the best, and that's the problem. If you want really get something, I asked last weekend we had the BDS in Hungary, and there was a Tomek Zabawa with us, and I asked people there, what is the difference between him and you? And people start saying some answers. This, that, this. No, there is no difference. There is only one thing that is different between him and you. One thing what he did, he's doing. He's going. Because the life, it's the part of winning and losing. That's definitely, yeah. But when you are practicing something, you are going up always you are going up. But I'm not talking that it's nice and it's easy. No, you have to, let's say, put in your head that you have to. Second thing, what Pavel said about the meetings. Listen, that's it's a theory of probability. If you have meetings with 2 people in the week, and you will have 10 meetings in the week, what do you think? You have bigger chance to reach your goal when you have 2 meetings or when you have 10 meetings?
And Bartek, when you have 10 meetings, your posture is strong because you are not praying to this one person, because you know, okay, you can come or not, but I also have 9 another meetings. So, okay, not problem for me.
Yeah.
I can tell you also that the biggest people in our, the best businessmen, I can say, Elon Musk and such guys, yeah? You think that all of their meetings are yes? No. Lots of people are saying, no, I'm not interested. Sorry, it's not for me. That's normal. We don't have to, that's the funny part, that if we would every time we hear yes, that would be really, everything would be boring, really boring. No, it's the difference is between people that they reach their goals and the people that they do not reach their goals is that some of them, when they hear no, they say, okay, it's not for me, I can't. And they are another group of the people, if they hear no, they try to doing further, but I will change something, I will modify something, but I will go further. And only those people, we call them, they are fighters, they can reach the top. Because in everything about multi-level marketing, it's, you know what it's about? Everything about relations, about how to talk with people, about how to deal with their problems, how you can help them, how you can with whom you are, with what kind of things you are bringing to them. That's really very, okay, we can say easy, but of course you have to practice. That's it. Paweł?
Yes, this is very important. And I will tell you one story now. Do you know the Irek Stermach, international director of Duolife? You know him, yes? And when we started with Irek, this business, Irek told me that, Paweł, I have amazing contacts on Ukraine, and I will go to the Ukraine for 5 days, and we will start building great business on Ukraine. I said, great, so Irek, go and make these meetings. And after 5 days on Ukraine, he came back to Poland, and we had a meeting on the restaurant. We ordered coffee, and I'm asking Irek, and how is it going? What you did? And he told me, Paweł, I made 12 meetings, and no one joined. That's disaster. Okay, we sit in a while in quiet, and I look at him and I ask, Irek, and what are you going to do now? And he said, and remember, Irek is a sportsman. He's a marathon runner.
Yeah.
He has a lot of puchars, medals, and everything. He is an achiever. And he told me, Paweł, tomorrow I have next meetings in Poland. And next day I also had next meetings. So I'm going like Reno. And he teach me a lot about the posture. Because after these 12 no's, he next found 1, 2, 3, 4 person who said, yes, that's amazing opportunity. The next day, you understand? Next day, he found people who said, wow, that's amazing. People who enthusiastically joined him. And with these people, we made in a 6, 7, I don't remember, 6, 7 months international director. Do you know why? Because he didn't resign. If he resigned after these 12 no's, there will be nothing. There would be nothing. So this is always about our thinking, about our posture. And I think he's really good man because he's also a sportsman. He know that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and that's the life. That's the business. So everything is in your head. So I think it could be a good resume. Now let's go to the next part. How you can make your meetings better. If you are making a lot of meetings, how you can make these meetings better, and what is the most important part. So what we are doing with our products and with our business. The most important statement is that we are solving problems. We are solving problems. Some people have problems with health. Some people have problems with wealth. Problems with they don't have money. For example, if you have mortgage, if I know that someone has a mortgage and this mortgage, do you know what's mortgage? Yes? Credit for the house.
The loan, the mortgage. Ja,
De huur, de rentehypotheek, de huur. Ja, voor iedereen, dan weten we dat. Als je dat moet betalen, dan moeten we allemaal betalen. Vaste lasten. Ja.
And when I'm talking with people about their loans, their mortgage, most people tell me that they would like to get rid of this loan as fast as possible. And sometimes I can find solution. I can show this person in the, for example, in compensation plan, what you should achieve to have your monthly payments paid by Duolife. And you see, I found the problem and then I showed him the solution for his problems. For example, if someone have health problems, I can find some kind of product, some kind of stories that help other people with the same problem. In Book of Health, in our community, and I'm talking and showing this person to that people, to this person, and this is more important than anything else. So we are all in the business of solving problems, but how can we get to know what kind of problems people have? This is the role of the small talk. When you're starting the talking, you can talk with someone and asking questions. And when you are listening carefully, then you can find some kind of advantages, some kind of problems that someone has, and then you can show the solution. The solution could be a product, or solution can be a business proposition. So this is the most important part. We are in business of transformation. The most important product is not chlorophyll. It's not vitamin C. It's not even marketing plan. Our most important product is transformation. So person is in the one position and then he wants to change something in health, change something in finances, and how can you show the possibility to people? Of course, the very important part is the presentation, to show people the products, company, etc. It's very important. But the most important part are the stories you are telling. Your stories or stories of other people. And I'm all the time teaching people how to tell your story, because this is very important, how you tell the story. Maybe you know the old saying that facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. So all the facts you can talk about the ingredients of the product, about the positions in compensation plan. These are facts, and facts are important. But the thing that is making decision, what is making decision, is the story you are saying. Story about the products, for example, if you are talking with customer, or story about the business. And now you have a lot of stories you can tell, but it's very important how to tell these stories. And in the moment, I can show you how I'm telling stories in 4 parts. But before that, I will give the voice maybe to the Bartosz also, if you would like to add something.
Sorry. I wouldn't. I can't add really something, Paweł, because yeah, it's a perfect what you are saying, and it's right. Only one thing that every time when we are talking with someone and we tell what we are doing, how we started, we already building the story. And the most important word, what Paweł said today, I think it's that the fact we can, so many ingredients, natural, super fantastic, we know that. But things that they are, that sells and the people want to join is your story, because it's everyone, really, everyone on this world, they want to be, they have some, I would say, hero, or they see the people that they, okay, it's a good guy. We have such kind of feeling. And when your story, it's okay for that person, this person will follow you because, okay, that this person can identify himself with you. And how this person identify with you? By listening your story. And really, all the best speakers, all the and the best networkers with Kiyosaki and on top and Robinson, they always saying one thing: you can be the biggest in this business by telling your story, but your story has to be prepared perfect. That's what Paweł will say in the minutes. But that's the point. The story is giving you this people with you, bigger sale, because it's not anyway, it's not only about marketing, it's about our contacts between each other. And now I think Paweł will tell us in these 4 points how to make a story, because really no one can say I don't have story. Everyone has story, believe me, everyone. Paweł?
Yes, thank you, Bartek. But before we go through these 4 steps, I will ask to. I would like to ask you a question. Why? How do you think? Why people are buying for our products?
Jan?
Why? Yeah. Why are people buying our products? Because
yes,
I have a story. Yeah. And I think that's the most important, because my story.
No, Jan. Yeah.
Because you use the products because your health, in my case, the diabetic, I am diabetic, and I use the products, and I use now more insulin and more metformine. So I'm very happy with the products. So I tell also the people, and I have a lot of people who use the products too, because they listen to me. And that is, I think, the most important. But I can do it also in Netherlands, but the most people understand me.
That's what you said is the fraction of the story. And Carola?
I think it's enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. When I tell my story, I have the pictures for when I was ill, and then when I was healthy with the products. And I tell the people what I take with what I was started and what I take now. And they see the transformation, and they see I'm shining, and then they want the same. They want the same.
That's great. You get to the point. People want results.
Yeah.
People would like to see results. They're buying products because they are thinking about results that they can make. Yeah. They're joining business because they want the financial results. Yes. So if you can show them that this is possible for them, then they will join for 100%. So your most important goal in every single meeting is to show people that the success in, for example, in health, in building organization, in earning money is possible in their situation. Then they will join. If they would not believe you, they won't join. And now, not every single story is inspirational, because everyone knows people who are telling a lot of stories, but these stories are very boring. Yes? You have some neighbors that are coming to you and telling all the day the story, many different stories, but this is boring, this is selfish, and you want to hear that stories, yes? So, not only stories, but well-prepared stories. And now I will show you how in 4 steps you can prepare your stories about business, about products, and tell this story in every single meeting. Okay, you ready?
Paweł, I would add only one thing. Okay. Because Carla, I know your story, and you are really building up, and it's really super, great results. But one thing, in our stories, what I hear, we also have to show business, because all the people that you have the cars. I, for example, have a lot of questions. How it's possible? I show you. And I'm not really trying to find words how. No, I'm just saying from point by point how I did it. I register myself. I do that. I met fantastic products, fantastic people, and then I go further with that. I reached 30,000 points, and I got the car. Aha. Okay. Can I do the same? Why not? Can you help me? Yes, I can help you. Okay, that's how I should start. And then you are telling him how he should start. And then you are using these changes in the compensation plan. You are telling him, listen, 4,000 points now, it's a junior. It will be your first goal. I will help you that you make this 4,000 points. Oh, okay. And what I should do? Let's go to, at first, contact your closest circle. Okay, can you be with me at the beginning? No problem, I can be with you. And that's how we started. Because some people are building, for them, they need this health, what is improvement, and for many people are the business improvement. Oh, something changed in my life. Of course, the best is this connection, business and health. That's what we we are doing. But it's really easy. Always open head and show him how to do this first step and reach this 125 euro by reaching this first level. Enough, really enough. Paweł?
Yes. Thank you, Bartek. So this pattern, this diagram I will show you now, you can use to tell all kinds of stories. It could be your stories. It could be stories of other people. And it doesn't matter what kind of stories you will use it. It's always work very good. It always will work perfect. And I will try to write you this diagram. I will try to do it. Of course, I don't have my tools here on the airport, but I will try to do it my best with the whiteboard from the Zoom. Okay?
Okay, yes.
So, the first part of your story, look, this is the ground, and this is you. Okay? And this is the first part of the story. And one, and I'm calling this the background of the story. Okay, this is the background of the story. So when you want to tell someone a story, you always should tell some background. So how it was on the beginning. If someone doesn't know you, then you can tell something. What's your name? How old are you? Where are you living? To introduce the character of the story, okay? And this is the first very important part. And the very important thing, in each part I will show you now, you should talking about 2 things. First, about emotions, and then second part is about the mind. So about facts, this is the mind, okay? This is the mind, your brain. So for example, if you are in this first stage, you can tell the facts. What's your background? How the situation looks like on the beginning. For example, if you are talking about the health, you can talk how everything starts. Yes, when it starts. You are not talking yet about the pain, the problem, but you are talking about the background. So you can, if you are talking about background, you can also tell something. What was your aspirations? And what was the facts in this particular situation. So this is the first part of your story. In the end, we will try to prepare some examples of based on this part. Now, the second part and the second part of your story is here. This is the second part. And this is a problem, a wall, a hard situation you were in, the pain, so problem. And when you are talking about the problem, you are also using these tools. You are talking about how you felt and how the situation looks like. For example, if this is the story about maybe Jan, then Jan can tell something about how he felt. What was the situation? Yes. Yeah. That he must use this, for example, insulin or something like this. Yes. How the situation influences your personal life.
Yeah.
How you felt in the morning, how you felt in the night, how did you see the future? And when you are talking about the facts, you can tell what was the medicaments you used. When you make the test, when the problem appeared to you. And this is very important to show someone very bright this situation. So how you felt, for example, you didn't see the perspective for yourself because the classical medicine only give you these medicaments and nothing else.
Yeah.
And then the third element is here. So after problem, there is a solution. So what kind of the solution appeared? And then you can, for example, tell your story about, for example, Bartek. Bartek contacted you and told you, or came to you, to your home, bring the products and talk with you and show these products to you. And of course, also you can tell how you felt with it. What do you think on the beginning? Maybe your family was not sure that this is a good idea to use this product, yes? So you can tell us about your emotions and about the facts about the situation. So how the situation looks like. So this is the solution. You are talking how you get from the problem into the solution.
And Paweł, if I can add something.
Yes.
Don't afraid one thing. Don't afraid put emotions to your story. Because if your story will be dry, you don't reach anything. Your story has to be with the emotions. It means that it's not that really, please tell about what you felt. I was not convinced. I had a lot of doubts. My wife was against it. At the beginning, I didn't believe that something can change. At the beginning, even I was thinking that they want to cheat me. Even the words like that are very important because they immediately, when your listener listens something like this, probably during your conversation is also start having such questions, and immediately because of your story you start putting his doubts out, gone, because you had the same, but you made your decision. Paweł?
I thank you, Bartek, that you said that, because this is the most important part of the story. Most important part, talking about your feelings. And as Bartek said, you can tell that I had some experience before with supplements, and I wasn't sure that this can help, or you can tell about your jak to będzie, objections, about your objections with using the products. So this is the very important part. And the fourth element, now we go to the fourth element, and this is resolution. Resolution. I'm not the best writer. So you are talking about a resolution and the vision of the bright future. And then you are talking about what changed in your life, what changed in your situation, what changed in your health, in your financial situation, what the result you see. This is also a very important part. But now, I have a question for you. Which one of these 4 steps you think is the most important? How do you think? Write on the chat. 1, 2, 3, or 4. How do you think? Which of the steps is which one of the steps is the most important? Okay.
Good.
Okay. Can you write on the chat?
No, because Jan, you have to you block the chat because only you can people can write to you.
I have to unblock the chat. Wait. Record, disconnect audio, minimize advanced setting. Record to the cloud, minimize. Share. Google Drive.
Okay, Jan, unblock the microphone and let people say 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, I unblock the microphones.
How do you think? Which one is the most important part?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah. Which part for you is the most important? Benny and Andrea? 4.
4, yes?
4.
Okay, who has a different point of view?
René? Hello, René?
I think 2.
You think 2?
Okay.
I think 1.
1, okay.
1, yes.
1.
Ik
Who
ga-
has a different idea?
Ja, ik ga ook voor nummer 1.
Number 1.
Yes.
Number 3, okay.
Number 3.
Okay. So we have, you are divided. 3. Okay, Jack, 3. Jan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think 1 and 2.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Every step is important.
Every step is important, but 1 is the most important.
Yeah, 1. Yeah, your background. Yeah.
1 is the most important.
I
Okay.
think the most important is 2.
Okay.
2. Okay, Paweł, and what is the answer?
Okay, the answer is, you ready? The 2. The most important part is the 2. The most important part is the 2. And I will tell you why. Because the pain, the problem, the wall, the better you show the problem, the more influential your story will be. Look, without problem, without conflict, there is no story. Look for the movies, for example. Without the problem, without the conflict, without some tough situation, there is no movie. Have you ever seen the movie when everything is fine from beginning to the end? No. So the most important part is the problem. And the better you will be in this point, the better whole story will be. And of course, your story is all about this. It's about transformation from the problem to the solution. And people must see this way, how it was from this situation, from this tough situation, from the problem, you made the bright picture to the solution you get. So the best story is when there is big contrast. So you are making the contrast in your story, the most important part. And some people are talking too much about the resolution, about the solution and resolution, and that's okay, that's great. But without problem, the story is very shallow. Without this problem. So.
And also very important in the human psychic is that when you show that you were really down, you were in the bottom, the listener identify with you, because you, by the in his mind, you are building trust. Immediately you are building trust. Why? Because you were in the bottom. It means he's not looking you like, big hero, big Jan, again, big Jan, come and do this. No, in the moment he's looking that you were the guy with the huge problem and you were in the bottom. You didn't know what to do. Completely dysfunction. And if you are putting yourself in that picture completely in the bottom, the person which are listening you automatically give you a trust, and that's the most important. That's why the number 2 is the most important. Sorry, Paweł, please.
Yes. Yesterday I have a meeting with Paweł Borecki and with Piotr Kania. Piotr Kania is also national director, and he has a wonderful story. I will tell you how his story was look like. His background was very hard because he grew up in the, I don't know how it is in English, but not his own house, but dom dziecka.
The child house without parents. How it's in Dutch, Jan?
Children home. Children home. He grew up in children home.
Weeshuis.
Yeah, without parents, yeah.
Without huis. Kinderthuis, yeah.
Without parents, without love, and he was always talking bad about himself, really bad about himself. He didn't see the future. And he was working on the petrol station. He was tanking petrol to the cars. And that was the moment he started to look into some changes in his life. Every single day in the evening, he was scanning the internet and looking for some kind of solution. And then he found and then he found a network marketing, and he started. It was very hard for him to do something. His friends was laughing from him, really laughing for him, because he's not the best speaker. He cannot find the best words, but he was really consequent, and he worked very hard every single day. He was on every training. He spent all his money to the trainings. He was reading books, and he was not afraid talking with people. That is his magical power. He is not afraid of talking with people. And today, he has in his organization 3 million points in a month. So 3 million points in a month, and he is national director. And he started from the petrol station. He was working on the petrol station without any support from the family, without any money who could give him when he was starting. And he's very good man. You can trust him. He's not,
it's a normal guy. Piotr Kania is an amazing guy because he's amazing helpful. He always wants to help everyone. When last time we were on the trip, I asked him about this. Bartek, no problem, we do it. Really great guy. And what Paweł also, what I would add about this, remember that he didn't have any patterns from home, because always when you have the father and the mother, you get some patterns. Yeah, they show you the way or how you should behave. And also very important what Paweł said, he's not the best speaker. He's not, I would say, fantastic on the stage. But his story, it's such strong that people see him like the person that they can trust. And
if he did it, then maybe I can do it also.
And we are not talking about, this, because, lots of people, we can talk, we can earn millions. We are not talking about millions. We are talking about a normal extra salary. That's it. Sometimes it's, in many cases, it's enough. Make your 30,000 points, take the car, be happy, 2,000 euro every month extra. Why not? And a lot of people say, okay, it's enough for me. Some of them go farther because they want more. And that's it. But everybody is capable to do it. Everyone, believe me. There is no person that if you hear that you are not, you can't do this, and because of that, the person who is saying this, he's saying about himself, not about you. That's the most important.
Yeah. Yes, and look, there is a lot of great stories, but the most important part is to prepare your story, or maybe write down the story and tell the story in your meetings. I think each of you on this meeting today you have your own stories about health, about products, about business, about other people, you know. But the very important, are you using these stories in your meeting? Are you using these stories? Because the stories only works when you are telling the story, and then the story is making emotional connection, and these stories are making the yes. People say yes when they see themselves that they can do it too, or they can find themselves in this kind of stories. I also, in Poland, I started to making videos about the product stories based on this diagram you see here. And we have a few stories. From my family, I have 4 stories recorded and prepared. And when we are talking about products on the meetings, people are playing these stories and showing these stories into their prospects. And this works like magic. It works like magic because people see the real example, real world example of how the products and the business works. Not only facts, not only informations, but stories based on this system. And now maybe let's make some examples based on this diagram. And maybe who would like to go with me through this diagram and prepare your story about, maybe first about health? Who would be ready?
Ja.
Iemand steekt zijn hand op.
Dan mogen ze de
hand opsteken.
Je mag de microfoon unmuten, hoor. Dat kan ik natuurlijk ook unlocken. Ik denk dat er nou...
Iedereen schrikt.
Iedereen is... everybody is...
in shock.
In shock.
I see the forest of the hands. Who is the brave? Who has the gut?
Als wij niet waren verhuisd, dan was ik wel meegegaan. Maar we zitten midden in een verhuizing.
Jullie zitten midden in een verhuizing?
Ja, dat gaat hem niet worden.
Nee, ze zijn erover.
Nee, dat weet ik wel.
Who is not afraid? Who is not afraid to do it with me?
I have my story, Pablo.
Okay, Carla, let's go through. Let's go.
I think the most my story.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Now, first, talk about your background of your story. And remember, talk about your emotions and talk about the facts that appear before the problem comes.
Carla, do it in Dutch.
In Dutch, baby.
In Nederlands. Okay.
But okay. Carla, stop. Yes. Stop after number 1. It means divide your story based on the diagram. Because Pavel do not understand flams. That's when you finish background, stop, and we start going to number 2. Please.
And Jan will translate.
Ja, Jan, ja. Maar Carla doet het. De vraag is natuurlijk voor iedereen dat Carla gaat haar verhaal doen in het Nederlands, in het Vlaams. En ze begint met de background. En als ze daarmee klaar is, dan gaat ze naar nummer 2 toe, naar het probleem. Oké, en dan zo gaan we stuk voor stuk. De 4 punten gaan we bij langs, Carla. Heel goed, Carla. We luisteren.
Dank u. De background. 25 jaar terug was ik voedingscoach, afslankingscoach. Ik begeleide mensen via gezonde voeding naar het afslanken. Tot altijd hard gewerkt, altijd bezig bij. Heel veel verantwoordelijkheden op mijzelf genomen. Altijd enthousiast ook geweest. Tot 2010. En in 2011 is het probleem gekomen.
Oké. Dus nu gaan we van nummer 1, Carla, van jouw verhaal. Jouw eerste deel gaan we nu naar het probleem in 2011. Nu ga je naar nummer 2.
2011 heb ik het Guillain-Barré-syndroom gehad. Dat is een spier- en zenuwaandoening. Een virale infectie. In 4 dagen tijd was ik verlamd tot aan mijn keel. Ik heb 3 weken op intensieve vertoefd. En 5 weken in een revalidatiecenter. Na 2 maanden hospitalisatie thuisgekomen. En dan begon de echte revalidatie dan nog. Ik heb 6,5 jaar gesukkeld met een enorme oververmoeidheid. Met spijsverteringsproblemen. Heel veel verschillende dokters bezocht. Maar die oververmoeidheid die bleef aanslepen. En ook ontstekingen dat ik aanmaakte. Na 6,5 jaar gaan wij over naar de solution.
Oké, dat is heel goed. But Pavel, maybe your background noise very much. Maybe you can your micro. I can do it also, but your micro gives a lot of airport noise.
My mic?
Yeah, your mic is airport noise.
Okay.
No problem. We hear it.
There is problem with my microphone, or
No, there is a noise from the airport.
There's a noise from the airport.
Okay, so I will mute.
Yeah, okay.
I will mute microphone, okay?
Ja, oké, very good. Thank you. Oké, Carla, heel goed. En nu gaan we over naar inderdaad de solution.
Ja, de oplossing was bijna een jaar terug. 16 mei 2018 kwam Alain Koppes, mijn sponsor, tot bij mij thuis. En die zei van, kijk Carla, ik weet jouw problematiek. Ik ben zelf een week met producten van Duolife bezig. Zij bieden mij dan toch meer energie. Misschien dat dat wel iets voor jou zou kunnen zijn. Ik heb ook dit met beide handen aangegrepen, omdat ik in die afgelopen 6,5 jaar bij de duivel zou terecht gegaan hebben om mijn gezondheid terug te kunnen optimaliseren. En na 2 dagen tijd waren mijn spijsverteringsproblemen door de inname van de chlorofyl verdwenen. En ik heb daar 6,5 jaar echt mee gesukkeld. Op aanraden van Alain ben ik gestart met de dag en de nacht. De chlorofyl. Maar mede ook omdat ik een spier- en zenuwaandoening had. Van die Guillain-Barré heeft hij mij ook de Prostiq aanbevolen. Dat waren de 3 producten waar ik mee opgestart ben. En dag na dag voelde ik mij beter. Ik heb soms wel nog een keer een terugval gehad, maar nooit meer zo ver of dat ik geweest was. Sedert dat ik nu dat jaar de producten gebruik, maar ik gebruik ze wel consequent, dagdagelijks, heb ik geen ontstekingen meer. Ik ben een 5 kilo afgeslankt. Mede ook doordat die spijsvertering terug functioneert. En ja, mijn enthousiasme natuurlijk, omdat er ook een netwerk aan verbonden was, dat sprak mij ook aan. Want ik heb toch tenslotte, voordien was ik zelfstandig, 5 jaar niet meer actief kunnen zijn door die oververmoeidheid. Heb ik terug mijn activiteit kunnen hervatten. En had ik gezegd, in plaats van mensen te gaan begeleiden enkel alleen naar afslanken toe, zal ik het nu breder opnemen en zal ik ook naar de algemene gezondheid kunnen kijken. He? Dus dat was voor mij de oplossing. Net geen jaar terug. Dus binnen 14 dagen vier ik 1 jaar Duolife.
Super. Heel goed, Carla. Dus eigenlijk, ja, in jouw situatie is er dus heel veel veranderd. Om maar het 4e deel nog even aan te vullen. De resolution. Wat veranderde er allemaal in jouw situatie? Dus eigenlijk, min of meer heb je het al een beetje verteld. Maar hoe voel je je nu? Met je gezondheid, de levensvreugde, hoe voel je je?
Ik mag wel zeggen, mijn gezondheid die stond op 35%. En ik heb mijn gezondheid toch voor 95% terug verkregen, mede door de producten van Duolife.
Ja, mooi. Dus
maar ook door de discipline van ze dagelijks te blijven gebruiken. Want ik heb natuurlijk ook wel een beetje verder de producten ontleed. En ja, het is toch wel de voeding dat wij dagelijks op cellulair niveau nodig hebben, die de producten ons bieden. Ja. En ja, ik heb er ook mijn passie kunnen van maken. Ik heb er andere mensen beginnen over spreken. En dan kwam het financiële plaatje er uiteindelijk ook bij. En het werd aanstekelijk, hè. En dan heb ik ook enkele maanden terug mogen de wagen op gaan halen naar Polen, hè.
Ja, super. Super. Ja, dat is natuurlijk fantastisch mooi. En we zien dat jij ontzettend goed samen met je team in België heel goed bezig bent. En dat is natuurlijk ook jouw fantastische story, die we overigens voor heel veel mensen die het nog niet weten, we waren enorm onder de indruk bij onze eerste Duolife Healthy Saturday, waar jij dit verhaal van jou dan wel ondersteunt met de plaatjes. Want dat was denk ik ook voor ons wel heel moedig, omdat dat je dat ons allemaal liet zien. En we moeten zeggen van, het verdient toch heel veel respect en waardering van hoe jij dit hebt opgepakt allemaal. En ik vind het heel mooi dat je nou deze 4 punten zo mooi weer hebt beschreven, Carla. Want jouw story, dat stond
dus mijn dankbaarheid ook naar Duolife en ook de mensen die ons dan toch ook blijven ondersteunen, Jan?
Ja, natuurlijk.
Nee, want het is natuurlijk ook altijd wel fijn van op bijeenkomsten te zijn. Je hoort ook gelijkgestemden. En daar krijg je ook terug de energie, de boost, door om verder te doen. Want je hoort de andere verhalen. Hè?
Ja,
en
klopt.
Zoals Paul daarnet ook aanhaalde in de beginnen. Die zei van, als je maar 2 mensen aanspreekt, kun je uiteraard 2 maal een nee krijgen. Spreek je 10 mensen aan, zitten er waarschijnlijk wel 2 of 3 ja's in.
Ja.
En wat heb ik hier voor mijzelf dan terug ook genoteerd? The more you do, the better you become.
Yes.
Dus hoe meer je het doet, hoe beter dat je wordt. En dat ervaar je ook. En dat geeft je uiteraard ook terug de kracht om verder te doen. Hè?
Ja, klopt, Carla. Nou, mooier kunnen we het niet zeggen. Thank you very much.
Carla, I also want to thank you, Carla. Really great story. But look, exactly what was said on this webinar. When Pavel asked, please, let's try. create a story, prepare the story like was in the points, there was not too much people they want to try. And that's the problem. If you want create your story, then you will have some troubles to go further, because the story is one of the most important thing. And the Carla showed us here that it's really, she just said something from her heart, and like it was, like it is, and that it's so strong. When you listen to her, you want immediately to, okay, Carla, and how it's working with this, and how it's with that. Oh, I'm interested. Okay, that's how we are building our stories. Pavel?
Of course, Bartek, and the same graph you can use to tell the business story. You can tell how your situation was on the beginning, and then, for example, someone told you about the product Duolife and you found solution, and then you get some resolution. For example, your resolution might be the car you get from the Duolife, or it could be that you have this product now for free because you can cover the cost of the products from the provision you are making. Yes, this is the same and always the same as the graph, the scheme. The scheme is always the same. And now I can show you, for example, the health story of my mother. And we are using this story many times. And based on these stories, we get a lot of clients and distributors showing them this short video I prepared. And you can also prepare this kind of videos by your phone. Yes, this is really, really easy. And I can show you now how, for example, this video looks like, and I can give a pause, and I will translate you on English, and I will tell you on which part we are in through this whole story. This is only 3 minutes. You ready?
Yep.
You want to see it? Yes? Okay. Do you see the video?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I will start play and tell me if you hear the voice. Okay. Do you hear?
Yeah, we hear it in Polish, but not so hard.
Tell me if you hear the voice from the video. Bartek, słyszysz dźwięk, czy nie?
Nie słyszę nic.
Teraz?
Nie.
Okay, moment, 1 second. 1 second, speaker. Okay, now once again. Okay.
Maybe tell what she is saying, Pavel, in English.
Moment. Select speaker. Internal speakers. Moment. Microphone to speaker. Save assistant.
Okay, Pavel. The mother of Pavel exactly built the story like in this scheme, in the schema, exactly by the points. It was with the results.
Jak produkty Duolife.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Pavel, we heard.
Zaczęło się kilka lat wcześniej. Zaczęły boleć mnie stawy. Bolały mnie
Bartek, teraz słychać, czy nie?
Tak,
kolana, nadgarstki. Miałam silne bóle palców u rąk. Bóle były tak silne, że musiałam rozmasować palce, żeby zrobić sobie herbatę.
So my mother is talking about this. Her story begins few years ago. And it started by he felt pain in her knees, in her hands. Even in the morning, he couldn't... Słyszysz, Bartek?
Yeah.
Okay. So even in the morning, she couldn't get a cup of the tea because of the pain in her hands.
Później doszły bóle stawów biodrowych.
And then started the pain in the lumps.
Się do lekarza pierwszego kontaktu.
He went
Następnie
into the
udałam się
doctor.
do lekarzy
Then
specjalistów.
she went into the specialist. She made the test.
Nie wyszło jakieś
And the test showed nothing.
Lekarz zalecił
Everything was fine. The doctor told her to use painkillers.
Do tego jeszcze miałam silne bóle głowy.
And she has very strong headaches.
Nie miałam energii.
She haven't have energy.
A jeszcze nawet nie jestem w wieku emerytalnym.
But she is telling that she is not on the retirement. She have a lot of years till the retirement. She has two kids. My kids.
Mam swoje pasje.
She has a passion. She likes to go to the mountain and ride the bicycle.
Myślałam sobie, że
And
nie
that's
mogę
why
pozostać
she thought and then her son Pavel came and told her about the products Duolife. But before that, she made the bioresonance test. And in the bioresonance showed that a lot of problems. You see the red color here? The red color is the worst problem. A lot of problems with the whole body. Parasites, bacteria. There was a lot of dysfunctions. She get back depressed. But she knows that she has the product Duolife and started regularly use this product. And after 4 months, she made another bioresonance, and the results were a lot of better.
Bóle ustępowały powoli, że nawet nie zdążyłam zauważyć, kiedy przestały boleć mnie kolana, że lepiej się chodziło, funkcjonowało, głowa
better, the headaches went out, and after 9 months,
praktycznie wszystkie nieprawidłowości,
the results were amazing.
które miałam na czerwono i fioletowo,
all problems disappeared.
zielone i białe, czyli
Now this yellow color is okay, it's normal.
głowa mnie już nie boli.
Headaches,
Mam energię, mogę biegać za wnukami.
okay. She can go mountains, she can ride a bicycle. Everything is fine, and she felt better.
Produkty Duolife mi pomogły, bardzo pomogły.
And the products helped me, and I recommend this product everyone who has similar problems. And in the end, I will tell you how I use the products Duolife in my situation. What kind of products I use and in what kind of dose.
Proselect 2 kapsułki, Prostic 2 kapsułki, Wieczór 5 ml, kolagen 2.
And I think that's all. That's the most important part, yes? So the scheme is really similar to what we were talking before. The background, the problem, the solution, and the resolution. And when we are talking about resolution, about problems, you can talk about what you use and what kind of dose. And these stories are more important than anything else.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Pavel. Thank you. Is het voor iedereen een beetje duidelijk, deze 4 stapjes? Is dat een beetje duidelijk? Even voor een duimpje dat hier toch wel wat van opgestoken. Want dat vind ik wel heel mooi om even ja, heel mooi. Ik kreeg nog even een melding, iemand die moest de dochter ophalen, dus Irma die is uitgegaan. En ik denk dat ik ook, als mensen toch nog een andere story willen horen, alleen dan mogen de mensen ook op Facebook, denk ik, even naar jou toe, naar jouw Facebook-account toe. Daar heb jij een hele mooie story over de high five. Klopt dat, Alain? Dat klopt, hè? Ja, oké. Dus prima. Alain Koppens, Facebook, heb je ook een hele mooie story. I tell now that we have more stories that the people, also like your mother, Pavel, they can look in Facebook and they can also look to Alain with his story. So people, please look. Ik zie dat een aantal mensen moe worden. Ze beginnen te gapen. Hè? De bril gaat al af. Hè? Helemaal niet erg, hoor mij niet. Maar het is denk ik voor heel veel. Oh ja, dat is het Facebook-account van Alain. Voor mensen die dat kunnen zien. Alain Koppens. En daar kun je eventjes op Facebook kijken wat de story van Alain is. Is het voor iedereen, ja, ik moet zeggen, ik vond het enorm helder en enorm duidelijk. En ik hoop dat heel veel van ons nu, ja, ook die stapjes voor jezelf, en dat is denk ik ook de praktijk, oefen voor jezelf. Ga die stapjes eens bij langs. Begin eens met stapje 1, stapje 2. En kijk eens van, hé, als ik dit ga vertellen, dan wordt het al een hele andere benadering naar mensen toe. En dan zul je jezelf ook, ja, je bent naturel, je bent jezelf. En ik denk dat dat het allerbelangrijkste is, met enthousiasme en oprecht en eerlijkheid. En dat straalt er dan ook uit, denk ik. En dat willen de mensen die tegenover ons staan, de meeste mensen, die houden daarvan. En geen andere verhalen. Ik bedoel, daar prikken de mensen dwars doorheen. En het eerlijke verhaal, wat je dan kunt vertellen, wat Carla ook deed en wat Alain ook deed. Ik denk dat dan praat je met gevoel en emotie. En dat heeft iedereen, denk ik, iedereen wel door.
Jan, I must go through the gates now. But after that I can join by phone if it's necessary. Yes, but I must went through the gates. Okay.
Pavel, thank you very much. And there was one question. Can we use your draw? Your draw, we can use it.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. If you want, I can show it once again, and you can make a print screen if you want.
Maak een print screen, Debbie. Misschien Debbie, die vroeg me dat. Debbie, maak even een print screen. Of maak even met je foto, of met je fototoestel even een foto ervan. Dat kan ook altijd. Dat doe ik ook nog eventjes voor de zekerheid. Pavel, wait one moment, please. And then you can go to the Oké. Hebben we. Thank you, Pavel. Mariantine gaat...
Thank you, Jan.
Dank je wel.
Thank you and see you later.
And we see each other. Thank you, Pavel. Have a good flight. Have a good flight.
Thank you.
But can you put the draw away, Pavel? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think then I have a question, Bartek. I became an invitation from Christoph Menzel, and Christoph Menzel, he will talk to us on 8 May at 7 o'clock in the evening. And can you tell me something about Christoph Menzel, because he will tell something about healthy and wealthy for a new club. Maybe you can tell something.
Yes, Christoph Menzel, he's a doctor. Mostly his thema it's connected with stress. How stress can be. How many damages can make in our body. And Christoph Menzel is the director of Health Living Foundation. And now Dual Life is starting with a huge supporting and with some kind of new program of creating the small micro societies micro societies and meetings based on health. They want to prepare the materials in your language. They want to give you a lot of support about how to do and what to do. And that's why I'm kindly asked to be present on this meeting for the people that they are interested to working with health. For example, I already talked with Carla about that, and I know that it will be like for her perfect project. Yeah, that's exactly something for her. For you, Jan, I don't know what is the style of work the rest of you. Sorry for I do not have such knowledge. Yeah, but it will be something special. Definitely will be something special, and because again, we are talking about we have to go step by step, and one of this project is one of the possibilities to work, have a huge success and stable structures and stable societies around you. That's really, really something nice. Okay. Of course, this Zoom is for all of you who wants to hear, be present. Welcome, please. It's not closed. It's for I would say it's for because Duo Life it's organized by Duo Life. It will be not splitted by separately by Dutch and Belgians because nobody has time for it for that. Duo Life.
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. If you want to join. Christoph Menzel and Norbert. Norbert will start, then Christoph Menzel will take, and he will answer on all of your questions. Plus, Christoph Menzel can also come to Netherlands and start doing with you step by step this stuff to just help and show. This is why I see him in Netherlands, in Bruges, and so on. Great guy, really great guy. I know him. I was 2 times on not on Zoom. I see him in live, and great knowledge. And I think it can be helpful. This is why for that people who work with health, with this is a great opportunity, definitely.
Okay.
This is 8th of May, and it's very, very important Zoom, really. Very, very important.
Goed, ik denk dat voor iedereen, die Zoom heeft wel een andere code. Voor alle mensen die nu luisteren, for all the people who are listening, this Zoom have an other code. So it will start 8 May, dus Wednesday 8 May, om 7 uur 's avonds, at 7:00 in the evening. And I will send all the people in my group, I will send the Zoom code for everybody in our app group. And if there are people who want to have also the Zoom code and they want to have this invitation, please connect with Jan Middelveen. And then I will send you, of course, the Zoom code too when you are not in our app group. And my number, Jan Middelveen, my number is 06 06 22 79 8393. I will do it also repeated in English. 06 22 79 8393. That's my mobile phone number. And when you send me an app or then I will send you the Zoom code for 8 Mei from Dr. Christoph Menzel and from the Healthy Living Foundation. And I think that's a very important...
because this project is also great because for that project we don't need a doctor. Okay. And that's a great, because we have, of course, I do not want to spoiler too much and talking what will be, but it started that, for example, you start from the movie, which will be in Dutch of, let's say, Dr. Kardas or someone else. and then you start talking, and then there are these steps. It's similar like Pavel show, yeah? There will be the 4 steps, and the effect is amazing. Believe me, it's amazing. And it's that what I discussed with Alain, with René last time, that people need just to make some easy, duplicable steps. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Because if we put too much thoughts and too much, start, rebuilding the wheel one time again, there will be nothing. It's really this, that. Thank you, and that's why it's really important to be and to feel it, yeah, how you feel with that, and so on. Christoph Menzel is speaking perfect English. If you want, Jan, that's your I think it's good advice now to get from you. I can arrange also a Dutch translator if it's necessary.
Oh, dus we can have a Dutch translator, if that's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah.
But when he is speaking English quiet and like you, Bartek, and like Pavel, and of course like me, then I think everybody can understand it, and then we don't have a problem with it.
No, the guy speaking very slowly, very nice. It's really okay. It's really perfect.
Yeah. And otherwise, we contact you when it is.
No problem. With pleasure, and it's like this.
Yeah. Okay. I think that it was a very good evening. I will thank everybody, especially Bartek and Pavel. Thank you very much, Bartek. Thank you very much, Pavel. Pavel is.
Thank you.
Pavel is in the plane.
Pavel is flying to Armenia. Pavel is flying to Armenia till Sunday. He has some meetings with the leaders there. Okay. And he will be the first time in that country, and that's also beautiful in that business, that you can still, see new people, new culture, and really great.
Yeah, very good. So I want to thank everybody. Ik wil iedereen bedanken voor jullie aanwezigheid. Aletje, heb ik nog wat vergeten? Want,
volgens mij heb je alles gezegd. Volgende week nog belangrijk.
Volgende week, Aletje zit naast mij, zoals iedereen wel ziet. My PA, my personal assistant. And, always I became then a sign in my back and then a sign on my ear because I forgot something. But now it's okay, Aletje? Yeah. Okay. It's okay for Aletje.
Aletje, you change your hair?
Oh, Bartek. Look, she changed it.
A little bit shorter now.
I see. I always see. Super.
Oké, ik wil iedereen bedanken voor jullie aanwezigheid. Noteer 8 mei om 7 uur met dokter Christoph Menzel. Het is voor mij de eerste keer. Ik zal heel eerlijk zijn, ik kan een heel mooi verhaal houden. Doe niet. Nodig mensen uit, ook uit je team. En als het kan, probeer erbij te zijn. Zijn er mensen die niet kunnen, maar geef mij dan even door van wat voor teamleden uit jouw groep misschien er wel bij zijn. Dan weet ik ook een beetje van, die komen ook even in deze Zoom luisteren. Wij zetten het op de app voor iedereen die in onze appgroep zit. Dus wij sturen de andere Zoom-code door van dokter Christoph Menzel. En dat gaat zo snel mogelijk gebeuren. En ik heb net aangegeven, zijn er mensen die niet in onze Zoom-groep zitten, of in die appgroep, doe mij even een appje op mijn telefoonnummer wat ik heb doorgegeven. Ik zorg ervoor dat jullie allemaal die speciale Zoom-code krijgen. Dan rest me niets anders.
I want to thank you also, all of you, Jan, Alet, for organizing that Zoom meeting. And I have small remark. After 8th of May, after the Zoom meeting, we can create a second date for our meeting. And let's say that everybody create the story based on that. Or you can contact with me or Pavel by messenger or something, and we can help you to do it if you have problem with that. Carla, thank you for your story on this Zoom. That was really top. really nice. And thank you. And I wish really that everybody like Carla can say such nice story. It was really great. Thank you.
Thank you. Ja, dan rest me niets dat we af gaan sluiten. Dat iedereen die toch wel vermoeide ogen heeft gekregen, nu gewoon de oogjes dicht kan doen zometeen. Geen enkel probleem. Slaap lekker voor straks. Voor de mensen die nog in de auto moeten, naar een eindje moeten rijden, rij voorzichtig. En graag zien we jullie terug op 8 mei om 7 uur 's avonds bij de Zoom-meeting van Dr. Christophe Mensel. Dank jullie wel. Prettige nacht en tot de volgende keer allemaal. Dank jullie. Doei doei.
Doei. Doei.
Doei. Doei.